again, this is Stephen from Design Fusion, North America's largest reseller of Siemens PLM software products. If you're just joining us now, this is the second part in a series about the MoldWizard bundle for NX. So we're going to run the integrated mold flow analysis, and here it chooses the body, but you could select whichever body. Then I go around and I specify the injection gate locations. Now when you pick the surface, it creates a cone that represents the injection gate normal to the surface. So I'll specify one up in this area and another one down at the bottom. And what this lets you do is just investigate different gating scenarios. Sometimes your customer will be specifying the gate locations for you because they might have already done this. They may be looking for some information back from you. So we give this analysis a name. That's so we can store it in our analysis section in the part navigator, and we run that. And I pull up the Mold 3D window, and here you can see I'm choosing a material type, a supplier, a grade, and then based on the spec sheets or mold parameters that you might know, you type in your fill time, mold temperatures, and the analysis will start running. And we'll do a bit of a time warp here to speed up this analysis so you don't have to watch the 7 minutes that are left. Now as it's going through that, it's printing out the press pressures per the times. It also gives you some feedback if it finds any other information. In this case, when this analysis was run, it did give me a warning that the mold parameters that were spec'd out didn't give me a complete fill, so we'll check that out when we run the analysis here. So the main tool that you get is the melt front time, and you get a colored graph and it's mapped onto the facets so you can see how the material flows. Now if we run the animation of that, you can see the simulated flow of the material and the two gates coming together, merging and flowing to meet the last section. So this analysis also contains a lot of other information besides the mold front. There's the gate contribution, so you can see the two upper gates contribute to more than half of the material fill. There's the pressure drop, and this is a color graph showing you the drop in pressure from the injection to the filling sites. And the melt front temperature, we can see we've got good temperature throughout. The maximum temperature of the material in the areas, the average temperature. This is showing you the frozen layer ratio. And then the last one, which a lot of designers are interested in, is the cooling times. So you can see the majority of the wall is within about a 30-second cool time, which is great. We do have some heavy areas that are more into 5 minutes of cooling time, and those need to be eliminated. Now what I was clicking on there is the air traps and weld lines. So the weld lines will show you any areas that didn't knit together properly with the material properties. In this case we don't have any weld lines showing, but air traps, we have lots of little areas that may be trapping gas as the material flows, so we'd want to vent those. Here I can do the mold flow front by just dragging the animation button to check out certain areas, and you can see as I approach the end here, there's an area of plastic that didn't fill even at 100%, and that's the warning that it gave me, was that there's a short shot in this part and you can't get a decent molded part with those parameters I specified. So you'd rerun those analysis. Now you can see it's stored here for later use, saved off in the file. Now you can run multiple iterations of this analysis and store them in here so that you can compare different gate scenarios. So you see here we have 1, 2, and 3 gate scenarios. We can try different materials, different mold processing temperatures. What we've just shown is the EasyFill module for MoldWizard, which puts simple tools in the hands of the designer to quickly make design decisions. However, if you want to expand on that tool set and get into a more detailed analysis where you can design in a runner system, hot runner system, valve gate timing, and get into a true CAE analysis where you're investigating shear rate and shear stress ratios, then there is the EasyFill Advanced add-on. Because we want to maximize valuable CAE time, the EasyFill Advanced add-on contains a suite of tools to create gates, runners, and the hot runner system, including valve gates, quickly and easily. You can see what we're doing here is quickly adding a few gates, selecting different styles, moving them around. We establish a single gating location or a second gating location as well. And same thing, you can pick different gate choices quickly, change all the parameters that you need to, change the styles. We'll rotate this around. Then we generate a runner system. Now the system has some intelligence built in and knows how to avoid the part, and in this case using a 2-plate mold. Now if we go in and add another gate, and let's bring this to a cashew gating into a pin. Now we go back to our runner wizard, and we just need to re-pick that it's going to be a 3-plate. And again, it rebuilds the whole runner system for you. We can change the heights that the manifold system is going to be set at. We can go in and change the location of the inlet. By default it merges all the points together, but you can specify that back to a 0 press location. And we can change the main runner system diameters and the drop diameters as well. All these tools let the CAE quickly put together a manifold system and run an analysis without having to spend lots of labor designing in this runner system. Changes can be made quickly and easily to this system to try out different scenarios. This concludes a look at the mold flow analysis tools in MoldWizard. Stay tuned for more episodes in this series.